gasoline I smell?
And if only I could, I may do with God, and I get him to swap our place. I'm sorry, guys, I can't sing at all. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're doing amazing, as always. And it's me, Joe, as always, and today I want to talk about Volume 2 of Stranger Things Season 4. Listen, I am devastated. I am sad. These are my first initial reactions because I've just watched it, and oh boy, it is a lot to talk about. Listen, I am just so like I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, so I maybe want to start with episode 8, called Papa. And that episode is just so great. It's awesome. And at the beginning of the episode, obviously, 11 gets her powers back, which was an awesome scene, right? She was able to lift that tank, and that was so cool. And by the way, I've just noticed that the light is flickering a bit on the. So, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, then obviously, she's in the laboratory, and then the government and the army comes, right? And then you have Argyle, Jonathan, Mike, and Will, and they are going to find 11, and then they find that compound, whatever, that laboratory, whatever that was, and then 11 takes down the helicopter that killed Dr. Brenner, right? That was just so fucking awesome. That scene where she just did this, and that whole helicopter just started rotating, and oh my gosh, that scene was so amazing. It was so great. It was breathtaking almost. It was so great. And then obviously she said goodbye to Dr. Brenner, and his character, it's complicated with him, right? Because you get that he wants, I don't even know what he wants. I don't know if he's good or bad. It's really hard to say, because there are just so many things in this that are complicated. There are so many things that are complicated in his life, but I felt a bit sorry for him. I felt that he didn't deserve to die like this, getting shot at from a fucking helicopter and then dying. That was such a sad death, to be honest. And then 11 said goodbye, and they obviously drove off. Episode 8 was great. Also, Will has clearly a big crush on Mike. And, I don't know if that's gonna pay off, because Mike is very clearly in love with 11. Very clearly, right? And so I don't think that's gonna pay off. But it was that sort of scene where they are in the car, right? Argyle is driving, and they are driving to that not military base, but that laboratory, right? And Will is talking to Mike, and he's talking about how important he is to 11, right? But it also he essentially speaks that essentially what he's saying is that he also really loves Mike. That scene was really emotional. It was it was great, but I was Mike deserves 11. They are meant to be together, so whatever. But that was such a great scene, though, and I really, really do hope that in season 5, Will will find Will. I really do hope that Will find someone, somebody that will love him. I really do hope so. Anyway, episode 8 was really great. I enjoyed it. Everything worked really well, and it was so great. Now, episode 9 was spectacular, and I mean that in the best way possible. Episode 9 is the best episode of Stranger Things ever made. It's perfect. It's absolutely awesome. Vecna, aka number 1, aka Henry, is so great as a villain. Oh my god, he's wonderful. And the way he speaks, the way he looks, like see that CGI on it, that CGI on him is absolutely perfect. It looks absolutely amazing, and I was blown away by how great he looks. He looked amazing. It was so great. But episode 9 is fucking sad, and it's brutal. It's absolutely devastating. Eddie, when he's sad, with Dustin, when, he was saying goodbye to Steve and Nancy and Robin, and he said, well, we're not heroes. I was like, he's going to die. And I was right. And he sacrificed himself for Hawkins, for everyone that he loved. And Eddie was, his story in season 4 was so fucking sad. He probably loved Chrissy, and he saw Chrissy died. Then he was chased by everyone that he's this brutal killer. And then, he died saving Hawkins. His storyline is extremely sad, and it was just so sad to see him die, and to see Dustin, being just so sad and just so angry at the same time, because he really he truly cared about him. And that was so sad. That scene where he died, I was like, oh my god, please, I don't want to see a single second more of this, But obviously then, Vecna captures both Max and 11, right? And you think that this is going to end absolutely terribly, and that everyone is going to die, right? You really think that? The way it's cutting back and forth between Hopper and Max, not Max, but Steve and Nancy being trapped, and you think that everyone is going to die. But then, Mike speaks to 11 and he says, fight, I love you, fight. And she fights. And, then Vecna is like, you already lost and I won. And 11 is like, no, you lost, you're done. But no, Vecna won, which was so just devastating to see, because everybody just tried so hard to save Hawkins, like everybody, and I really hoped that they might succeed, but they do not succeed. And, well, partially they do, but not really, right? Also, Max died. And at that point I was like, no, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch the rest of this, because Max is my favorite character easily. And I thought that I was like, no, she can die. And then 11 uses her power on Max, and she helps her. Also, that scene where Max, almost dies, and then 11 appears, because she's able to do that, and she fights Vecna. That was so great. That was such a great scene. That was so good, really well done. But yeah, then everything sort of ends, and then everybody is at the at the Hopper's house, right, where he used to live with Eleven. And Hopper returns. He hugs Eleven, and everybody. Well, not everybody. Not everybody is feeling great, but overall, they're there. Steve didn't die, which I thought that was really surprising because I was expecting that Steve would die, but he didn't, and that made me really happy actually. Um, but Eddie's death was so tragic, and that scene where, his dad is like, uh, taking down that Eddie murder poster, and he's, trying to, put on the, like, Eddie is missing and whatever, and Dustin comes up to him and he's like, um, he's dead, and, he died saving Hawkins, and he died, saving all of us here. He died a hero. That scene made me tear up. Like, to be completely honest, it did. It was just extremely sad, and it was, you know, because they made you really care about Eddie, like you really like him. He's like a really cool character. He's not as cool as Argyle, but he's great. But then, he's dead now. So, yeah. But that scene again where Dustin talks to his father, that was emotional, and that was so good. That was really good. Wow. And I mean, that was just really great. And then the ending, where we learned that Will can still feel Vecna's presence. That Vecna didn't die, which was kind of obvious to us, but yeah, he didn't die. And they are going to kill him in season 5 probably. But that ending where they just see that cloud, and the rest of Hawkins thinks that it's snowing outside, but it's not, and we know that. It's like that cliffhanger is so just, I don't know why. I don't want to wait another 3 years for season 5. Like, I want to see it now, But that cliffhanger, oh my god, I'm so excited about season 5. Also, Robin finds a girlfriend for herself, which was great. I enjoyed that, and it was a great payoff from that first or second episode where, she talks to her a bit. Then you see her having a boyfriend, but then, she will probably be, they'll probably get together in season 5. That's what I want to say. And that was sweet. That was great. And overall, this volume 2 was absolutely amazing, and I love it. And I really do think that it's like episode 9 is the best episode of Stranger Things like ever. Everything works so well. The music is amazing. By the way, Eddie, and the way he plays the electric guitar, and the bats are attacking them. That was so great, and him playing that Metallica song that was so great. But yeah, season 4 was a ride, man, and I enjoyed it, and it was great. It was so great, and I would love to know your thoughts about season 4, volume 2. Did you enjoy it? I mean, I've binged it, and it's like 3 hours and 55 minutes, which you could say that's not that long, but it kind of is, because there's something happening all the time, in these 2 episodes. Also, Joyce, getting together with Hopper, that was also nice. A lot of things were nice, but like episode 9 was also fucking sad, and we don't know if Max will actually make it. Like, that was my, that's something that I don't like, like, we don't know if Max is actually gonna survive all of this. Hopefully she does, but that's obviously the question for season 5. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care as always, and bye.